Classic.
Coming home. But it just
Exactly.
feel funeralish.
It's 9:22 in Simmons and Grenadines, and it's about that time where we have our Talk to Me segment, where we keep it very interactive. It's an open forum. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. The number to call is 497-9997. The number to WhatsApp is 457-9997 as well.
Oh my, I am in the wrong thing right here.
Oh my
All right,
God.
so get them in. Wouldn't give you the time. If it's something that we have discussed this week already, but we switch up the things a little bit, okay? Um, Try to be a little bit diverse with the topics and so on, right? I mean, there are some major topics that have subtopics. You could break down certain things at certain times, right? Okay, good. Gonna give you like maybe a minute or so to get them in. If not, then I am going to go forward. Well, I have something.
Go ahead and
Okay, in the
when people chime
meantime,
in, they chime in.
right? I have observed from time to time that some minibuses, no, I'm not talking about the driving, but in terms of school children or students, there are some van drivers, some vans that refuse to pick up primary and secondary school students. Naturally, especially around peak hours. And I find it to be rather unfortunate to be a 10, 9, 11-year-old child trying to get into a bus, and the conductor, there's obviously space in the bus, but the conductor turns you away because he doesn't want to take you for whatever reason. Now, many times we have complained about the number of children that are on or at bus stops after school has finished, like let's say 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock on evenings. But you know, some of those children are there because the first set of buses don't want to take them. Some bus drivers don't want the responsibility of transporting a minor. Some van drivers, they want to make as much money as possible on the road. And you know, children are half price. And I don't know what, if there might be some other reasons, but I cannot think of other reasons besides those two. And some of them refuse to because they see you getting into the hot van, so why are you coming into my van? Or some other van and they vex, so why are you getting into mine? I can't say take up the people children and carry them home. I can't tell you what to do with your bus, right? I can't tell you what to do with your bus. But I'm just saying to leave children at the side of the road, I don't think it's the right thing to do. There are some school buses. Obviously, school buses clearly not enough because the amount of times that I've seen children being left deliberately by some of these vans, it's ridiculous.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but those vans are kind of private in a sense that
It's a public service.
yes, a public service, but I believe they have the right to refuse people in some of these cases.
But children, though, a man is a child.
Yeah,
Hello, good morning. This is a wicked man. Can you speak up for me, please?
Good morning, Christal.
Good morning.
I hear Sinclair Kaka while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sinclair Kaka, NDP again power now. Sinclair Kaka talk too much of stupid sometime.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? What about you? Why didn't he say when man come to him to buy bullet? Why didn't he report it to the police? Huh? Why didn't he report that to the police? And they want to get in government?
I'm not sure what. First of all, you cannot do that. I have never heard of that. And that's not something from WEFM. Please and thank you. And please don't do that. Don't just drop talk and then end. And furthermore, don't even say certain things like that because I don't know if
we don't know the legal implications of statements like that. We don't know if it's factual, we don't know if it's fiction. So if you're calling to try a job at Leacock, then don't use activated mornings.
Don't use WEFM point blank. Actually, don't use any radio station. Go on your social media profile and do that. But there are some people who sell as a business. I just don't know that about anybody. No, wait. Listen to me.
We don't know if it's true or not. But when you call and you see it and you hang up, then.
Anyways.
Hey, Joshua, we saw that you were calling. You could try again.
Let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Welcome.
Yes, Ari, it's very rare that I disagree with you.
All right, you're kind of choppy. I can't really hear what you're saying clearly.
Yeah, it's a phone.
Okay, so do you want to call back from WhatsApp? Call back from WhatsApp.
Number on WhatsApp?
Yeah, the same number you were trying to call. Call it back.
Please.
Okay.
All right, because
I could barely hear what you were saying.
What they call it when it's in the water and it's choppy? Current? The current pass? The current? Was it current? No, it's not current.
Yeah, lots of old people jokes, isn't it?
That's not old people joke. When the water rough, what they say? Not the tide, but the current. Is current?
Mm-hmm.
The channel choppy, something like that.
Okay.
Clearly, you can see who ain't real life with old people. Huh? An old people joke. But go outside. Go outside. Okay, insult my old people jargon too.
What my good friend Joshua?
He coming. Perhaps if you had a school bus, surprisingly. Okay. Hello, good morning. Welcome.
Morning, Joshua.
Good morning to the odd couple.
That's what we are.
Christal, believe it or not, this is not a negative thing. I mean, you two are. I couldn't find any other way to describe you. So don't take offense, man. I mean, it's a good thing.
Okay.
Ari, it's very rare that I disagree with you. I must disagree with you when you say that the buses are private.
No,
they are
I
not.
don't mean...
They're public service vehicles.
When you see, I didn't get a chance to finish. When I was saying private, I mean it's different from the school bus that the government chartered to take the children from school to home. The minivans are more private in the sense that yes, it's a public service, but it's owned by private operators.
That is true, but they're public service vehicles. Now your car is your private car. You could do whatever you want with that. But once you have a license legally to transport individuals, it's a public service vehicle. And they are obligated to picking up everybody, even though it's Gatti Boogaloo or Teddy Bear or somebody. They're obligated to do that.
Joshua, this is why I disagree with that. Because is it the same for taxi? Are taxis obligated to stop and pick us up?
Yes, unless listen to this, it's a public service vehicle. If you're not in the business of serving the public, you should not be in the business of operating such a vehicle. Now, I've been into taxis in St. Vincent where I asked the driver to stop and let me out. Because I don't know what this is like in St. Vincent, but here in Bermuda, when you get in a taxi, even though it's a 6-seater, that is your taxi for that time. The driver has no right, no authority at all to pick up a second fare. And another thing too, these guys smoke and they want to speed and so on. And I would simply say, listen, stop right there, let me out, I'll pay you not the meter. I'll pay you whatever you want to charge me, but I'm not going to ride in your taxi. And another issue that I tend to ramble a lot. We speak about the education revolution in St. Vincent. Ari, you said you are a former grammar school student, right?
Yes.
I think we failed miserably in the area of English language. On a daily basis, on a daily basis, I hear us butchering the English language. We misuse the phrase "would have." Now, in my pea-brain mind, would have means that you had an intention to do it, but you didn't do it. And even the Minister of Education uses that phrase, would have. We got to stop that.
A lot of phrases people misuse.
There's so many things we say that don't make sense. We call collisions accidents. How could a deliberate act like the guy in Fancy that almost ran over that little boy? How could that be an accident? When these vans turn over, how could you call that accident? They are collisions. So we have to be very careful about how we use words, because one thing an apple is not an orange. They're two completely different things. I know somebody out there saying, listen to me, what you talk about? I did not eat my school fee. Ari, I'm sure you didn't eat yours either.
No, I did not.
And Christal, be nice, man. Ease up. I love the odd couple.
She's always picking on me, man.
No. Ari's pick on me too, Ari just called me old.
Ari, you have my permission. Use it. And I'm not charging anything for that.
Great.
I love you guys, man.
Great.
I love you
it's
guys.
Recorded.
All right.
Thanks you,
Take
Joshua.
care. Thank you.
Somebody is saying that the major said it on an NDP platform.
Oh.
On the ULP. Well, I never heard about it
Me
before.
neither.
But when you say something like that and you hang up, it feels malicious.
Yeah, I never heard. But okay. And several people saying the same thing too about the bullets thing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I learned something new today. All right. Shout out to the folks on the live. Good morning to Elliot. Elliot saying it's factual. It's his own words. Buenos dias to Mr. Valentine. Oh. Okay, cool.
Oh, you said the call dropped. My apologies. But I'm glad that Joshua brought that up. So 2 persons have been charged. Oh, there's more to it?
No. I was saying, continue.
Yeah. 2 persons have been charged for the video that we would have seen circulated on social media where a driver of a rental vehicle, SX4, almost collided with a child. So the story on Eyewitness News is that Javon Williams, 22, the man who was driving the car that almost struck a child when it ran off the road in Ovia on Sunday, did not have a driver's permit. The incident was captured on video and was widely circulated on social media. Meanwhile, I think that's Odyne, O-D-Y-N-E. Odyne?
There we go.
Hoyt, a 21-year-old laborer, also of Ovia, who admitted to driving the vehicle earlier, did so, although he had been suspended from holding or obtaining a driver's permit for 2 1-year periods. I think it was either me or you or Relisa speaking about how effective it is to ban.
You get more jail time and you get more monetary sentence.
I'm pretty sure he's remanded. Yes, he is.
You got pay more money.
Or it is remanded into custody until Thursday to await sentences. So tomorrow you can find out how long he will be in jail. Anyways, when they appeared before the Georgetown Magistrates Court on Monday, Williams, a carpenter, pleaded guilty to the charges brought against him. Magistrate Bertie Pompey imposed fines with terms of imprisonment in the alternative. Williams pleaded guilty that on November 5th at Ovia Public Road, he drove motor vehicle RM746 in a manner that was dangerous to the public. I think it was like 3.
It's a rental?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
How?
You have 3 charges here. Driving dangerously, driving without a license, driving without insurance. Because remember I had said once you're driving without a license, driving without insurance. So let's see what
this is the driver.
This is the driver.
But was he the one who rented the vehicle? Because this is the reason why some renters get upset and want to just cash in and just end the business, because of all these problems. This is the reason why some rental companies, they have this long list of requirements and you have to go through this long process to get your rental.
Is it me or does it seem like Bertie Pompey is very lenient in his sentencing? He fined Williams $800 for dangerous driving and $800 for dangerous driving and ordered him to pay the amount in 1 month or spend 4 months in prison for driving an uninsured motor vehicle was fined $500 to be paid in 1 month or 4 months in prison. That's $1,300 for that.
They might say nobody was harmed. Nobody was harmed in
There's
the
a
making of
video
this
going
video.
around with this child jumping out of the way.
When he wasn't
Come
harmed,
on.
so that might be the justification for it. But they would know why they hand out these sentences.
Well, there's an additional 250, so that's $1,500.
But we had the same conversation the last time somebody was charged for a similar offense. The amount of money, it's like, oh, only that.
Yeah, it's odd. I find it very lenient with that. But I don't know the sentencing guidelines that judges follow, but it's odd.
He should be put in a cell with a guy named Bubba. I don't know who Bubba is. But oh, a call is coming through. Let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Christal. How are you?
Good for the time being. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Yeah, sometimes the major is very interesting. When he comes on, it's very interesting to listen to him. You don't know what he's going to come and say, to be honest with you. Sometimes, I remember, I know, I think he mentioned about, you should always put your country before party, etc. I believe he said that. But I remember going back in 2009 when he had the Constitution. He was the one who said the Constitution, I believe he said, is far better what the government wanted to change, but he's a party man. Put party before country. Yep. And that thing with the bullet, he did say. But I know how the guy said it on the radio and then he just cut and run. I could understand why you guys felt, he's hit it and run.
Right.
But he said that. He said it perfectly. So you never know what the major is going to say. Never know. But he's an interesting character. And by the way, my last thing, did you ever check out that website I gave to you?
I forgot, I was going to check out the podcast.
Clarkhour.com.
And every time I sit down to do it, I get distracted. Not no,
but he's a
no.
very interesting. Very interesting guy to listen to if you get the chance.
Okay.
All right. You guys have a beautiful day.
All right. Same to you.
very
Thank you for your call. I wrote it down to do it, All right.
Remember things that you know what that is.
Boy, stress and pressure.
Or
Ari, if you only call me old again, Go outside.
trim me out the studio.
Get out.
All right, well, you're gonna read community date.
No, you reading it, but get out after that.
But I really maybe Rollies and I will go into this somewhat tomorrow, but
For the driving thing.
yeah, I really think that
These young boys need to cool out.
they get off really easy. I feel like they get off really,
At
really
9:40, these
Yeah,
young boys need to
9:40.
cool out.
I
Too
feel
many
like
of
they
y'all
get
going to
off.
prison. Too many of y'all going before the judge. Too many of y'all getting yourselves in accidents. Too many of y'all misbehaving. Y'all need to cool out. I tell all already, we need a radical male empowerment national program in its place. I don't.
Sounding very sexist, but okay.
It's not.
The time
sexist.
is now. The time is now, Christal.
It's not sexist.
The time is now. 9:40 in Simmons and the Grenadines, and it's time for your community dateline.